it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to What a Vegan Eats. This video is the very first in a new series I'm doing all about kombucha. Kombucha is my all-time favorite beverage and I want to share with you all of the different brands I discover because I find them pretty frequently, it seems like these days, and I also want to help people that are kind of afraid of kombucha or have had bad experiences with kombucha, never tried it. I want to open up your eyes because kombucha is actually so different depending on what brand or even flavor you buy. There is the standard kombucha standard, what is standard? I should say that one of the longest running companies out there is called GTs or Synergy. You see them pretty much anywhere. They're even in like Walgreens, and sometimes you can find them in alcohol stores, beer and wine stores, and they're very, very common. You see them at airports. It's really phenomenal. Except to me, GTs and Synergy is not something I get excited about anymore. They were my very first brand that I discovered and many people's first experience. A lot of people even think that that's pretty much the only kombucha because in many parts of the country or maybe even the world, that's pretty much all you can get. But on the West Coast, especially in California, it's kombucha heaven out here. And maybe it's because we're all hippies, I'm not sure, but wow, there are so many options. So GTs and Synergy is really like my last resort kombucha. I get really excited for brand new brands, the small brands. That's what I want to share with you. But I want to do this video to kind of document what I buy, what I drink on a regular basis, what gets me excited, what I discover. And maybe for those of you who are equally excited about kombucha, you'll enjoy this. And for those of you who are skeptics, maybe you will open your eyes and try it, because as I was beginning to say, every kombucha tastes a little bit different, and it can also vary from batch to batch. So even the same company, the same brand, the same flavor can taste completely different from one another. It's really this amazing beverage that changes and is dependent on so many factors. Some companies really focus on the medicinal benefits of it because it actually has a lot of health benefits, and some companies are more into the flavors or how much sweetener, and people put sweetener in during the process, after the process. There's so many different variables that make kombucha what it is. So I want to start off with a brand new company I just discovered today. I haven't even tried, so you get to witness me trying this for the very first time. So earlier today I went to Viva La Vegan grocery store, which is an all-vegan grocery store in Los Angeles. It's amazing, and they have a location in Santa Monica, and I found this. And this is what I do. Every single time I go to the store, I scan by the beverage section just hoping there will be a new kombucha. And this time, I figured there wasn't going to be, but it caught the corner of my eye, as it often does, and there was this new brand. This is called Scoby Baby Kombucha. Scoby is what makes the kombucha. It's that mushroomy jellyfish type weird organism thing that floats on top of the kombucha. It's basically what is it? Scoby stands for something, but it's yeast basically, and it's bacteria, and it's an interesting, creepy thing for some people, but that's what makes kombucha what it is. And there's absolutely no information on this label except for the name. Even the little tag here just has the flavor and the ingredients. I tried looking them up. There's no information, no website. Maybe this just came out today. Who knows? The only thing I thought is a good friend of mine runs a really cool website and service out here in Los Angeles called Kombucha Camp, both with a K, K for kombucha, K for camp. Her name is Hannah, and she is like the kombucha goddess. She knows everything about kombucha, and I'm very curious to see if she's behind this. And I'm sure she's watching, so I can't wait to find out if it is hers, and she probably knows the person who makes it. But anyways, I will put whatever information I can find in the description field below. They had some really, really cool flavors. One was raspberry. One I feel like had cinnamon in it. But this one took the cake for me. Goji cacao berry with green tea. Or maybe it's goji berry cacao. how they wrote it on here. But it has green tea. So most kombucha is made with green tea. Some are made with black teas. And my favorite thing about kombucha is all the exotic flavors that companies use. So Goji Cacao sounded like a really cool one. I'm not sure if I've ever had cacao in a kombucha before. It smells quite kombucha-y. Some kombuchas do not really have that traditional kombucha smell. So I'm getting the instinct just from the label and the description here. This one has loose leaf tea, distilled water, cane sugar, and the Scoby plus the flavoring, which is very standard. And like I said, some kombuchas lean more towards that vinegary, tart, kombucha-y flavor, which you'll start to know if you start drinking kombucha. And sometimes the flavor within them is more secondary, whereas a lot of the brands I tend to prefer the flavor is more primary and the kombucha flavor is more secondary. So for example, if it's a mango kombucha, you're really going to taste the mango and just a little bit of the kombucha flavor. Let's give this a shot. Oh my gosh! This legitimately surprised the heck out of me. I really like, wow. It is rare for me to try a kombucha and have that type of reaction. And now I'm really upset that I didn't buy another bottle because this is damn good. It doesn't have that kombucha flavor. It slightly does. It's like the first hint of it, but then it's got this incredible cacao flavor. Not like serious, like a chocolate bar type of cacao, but it's there. Oh my gosh, I don't really taste the goji yet. This is really, really good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to learn more about this company. I'm seriously tempted. I'm going to just have to make an excuse to go across town just to go back to the store and try their other flavors. Because usually when a kombucha company does one flavor right, the rest of the flavors are going to be really, really good. So this is so exciting. Thank you, Scoby baby. I can't wait to find out who made you and where you came from. I'm guessing they're from Los Angeles. I don't know. But this is a really good one to try. So another thing is, some people, like one of my friends, don't like, I should say, sparkling beverages. And kombucha typically is really fizzy because that's how the fermentation process works. So similar to like a beer or something, it starts to get fizzier the more that it's kind of brewed. And the bacteria and the yeast, it kind of eats away at it, and it basically like burps, I think, and that's what causes all the fizziness. So the more you ferment and let the kombucha brew, the more fizzy it gets. And this one is actually not that fizzy, which is surprisingly I really like. I typically like the really fizzy kombuchas, but this is super smooth. It's almost like when beer gets flat, but in a good way. So I like that. But again, it's all going to depend on their brew, so that might not have been the purpose. Maybe just this batch is a little less fizzy than other batches. You never quite know until you've experienced a brand several times. It's got a great balance of sweet and not too much bitter or tartness as many kombuchas do. So honestly, if you're new to kombucha, this is a nice one to try because it's got a really great cacao flavor, not too much fizziness, not too much of the vinegary tart flavor. It's just super, super smooth, and again, the sweetness factor is awesome. I think these people nailed it. Wow, it's really, really good. This is such a cool video. I didn't expect it. I was kind of thinking that this wasn't going to be that good. It's good to have kind of low expectations when you're trying a new kombucha, I find, because especially if your kombucha palate is refined enough. A lot of kombucha, especially the small brewers, tend to be kind of mediocre. So this one is awesome. All right, well, I'll find out more information and link it down below when I can. And I would love to hear from you if you've tried this. And what are your other favorite kombuchas? Do you like that? Are you a kombucha lover, kombucha hater? Are you willing to change your mind if you're not so into it? And what's your favorite local brand? because depending on where you are in the country or the world, you're going to have different availabilities. I'm telling you, California, especially Southern California, is like a gold mine. Actually, I should say all the West Coast. I found great kombuchas in Portland and Seattle and all these hippie towns, San Francisco, of course. But in LA, it's like we probably have at least 10 different brands. It's pretty amazing, and I'm going to make a video and try to explore all the different ones. As usual, I don't know how frequently I will be doing these videos, but I look forward to doing them. Thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to hear from you. You can visit Eco Vegan Gal for more information. You should check out the new t-shirts that I've made. If you believe that food is your health care, these are available for men and women over at ecovegangal.com. Don't forget to check out the main Eco Vegan Gal YouTube channel, as well as the Uncensored channel, and all of the other little channels that I have. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!